So hold on. Yes. So we are starting our speaking practice. Yes, let's talk about work or studies. Are you a student or do you work?
Is that the topic? Like,
Yeah, this is the question you have to. We will do all three parts today. All three
okay,
parts of speaking. Okay. So we are starting with part one. I'll be asking you the questions and you will be responding.
okay.
Okay.
So, or like, you will read out the questions, or you are going to show it on your screen?
I'll read out the questions for part one
Okay,
and part three, and I'll show you the screen for part two.
okay.
All right. Are you ready now?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about your work or studies. Are you a student or do you work?
Currently, I'm a student who is in the last years of her college life.
Okay. What is your place of uh, what is your college like?
What is your college life?
Yes.
Like, uh, I could not understand the meaning of the question.
How is your college? In other words.
Okay. My college is a fantastic place to learn from. I'm studying in this college for around 14 years, and all I could conclude from those experience and years is that the place where I have been admitted is the best place to get education from.
All right. What do you like about your studies?
Thing I like about my study is the way we have to deal with the questions and do the assignments and projects, and in the end you get the appreciation for it, and you understand how important it is to compete and achieve something.
Okay. Is there anything you don't like about your studies?
Some yes, there are many things, but sometimes it gets too tough to deal with all the subjects at a time, and I cannot give enough time to each subject in a day, and thus I result in failing in one of those or getting low grades.
Okay. Let's talk about free time. Do you have a lot of free time?
No, currently, as I told, I am in last year of my college life, so it is very hectic for me because I have to manage my studies as well as I have to look out for universities where I would be applying soon.
Fine. Do you spend your free time outside?
Not really, because my father is busy man and he stays out on his job for like half of the day. So I am so I am habitual of is of sorry. So I'm habitual of staying at home in my free time and doing some regular stuff.
All right. What sort of things do you like doing outside?
I love traveling, and especially when it's a good weather. So I love going out with my family and having a good meal and a good time with lots of pictures and memories.
Mm. Is there a free time activity you would like to try in the future?
Yes, definitely I would like to definitely I would like to do some sketching and painting whenever I get free in future because I have a great interest in them in those.
Okay, let's talk about animals now. Do you like animals?
No, I get scared from them.
Okay, do you have any animals in your home as a pet?
No, before I was born, there were many, but right now, as I said, I'm scared of having those around me, so we don't have any.
All right. Did you have a pet when you were a child?
No, since I was a child, I used to watch pets around in the park when I used to go out with my cousins, but not really in the home itself.
Okay. Would you like to have a pet in the future?
Sure, I would like to experience how the pet behaves, and like I would really love to have one small pet around me.
All right. Uh, wait. Okay. We are done with part one. I will show you the question cue card for part two. Do you have a pencil and a paper with you?
Yes.
Okay, you will have 1 minute time to prepare your notes. Okay,
Okay.
so let it just start. I will show you. Can you see it now?
The screen is black. Yes, now it is visible.
Okay, now this is your part two question. This is a cue card in front of you. I will tell you when your time starts, and then you will have 1 minute to prepare your notes and around 2 minutes to speak.
Okay.
Okay, let me keep a stopwatch. Okay, your 1 minute starts. Okay, now let's speak about it.
Okay.
Yes,
Like, should I start?
yes, you may start.
It's a special event that occurred in last 6 months was one of our traditional occasion that was Holi. Uh, Many people know it as Holika as well, and it is a most famous occasion that take place all over the world. The event was all about spreading the colors on each other and spreading the good vibes and giving each other sweets and wishing each other good luck for their future and for their lives. It happened in one of our neighborhood where everyone of the community gathered together to celebrate it. It has started with people praying for the better future and praying for their children and for their jobs. And all I've wished for me is I get good results and get admitted to one of the famous university to pursue my future education. And it was a grand event since it comes after 1 year each. So it was celebrated in a very grand way, and all I liked about it was people were happy and clicking pictures and showing how grateful they are to celebrate it each year and spray colors on each other. And um, the event was around the event took place for around 2 hours, and all I could observe were happy faces of each and everyone present there. And it was a nice gathering that made sure that everyone get together and wishes everyone.
Okay, okay, all right, fine.
And I know that was not a good try.
Why do you say that?
uh, it's just an instinct, like the sixth sense as we're speaking.
Okay, we'll talk about it later, like how it was. Okay.
No, I'm telling you, I'm judging myself.
Yeah, I know you are doing that. Anyway, now we move to part three.
Okay.
All right. And I ask you the questions like we did in part one. Uh, okay, we have been talking about a special event or festival that you liked. Why do you think celebrations are important in society?
Celebrations are important because it makes sure that everyone of the community gets together, spread happiness, and spread their moments of celebration with each other, and have some happy memories that they cherish for the lifetime.
Okay. Do you think celebrations are experienced differently by the different generations?
Totally yes, because the generations before us celebrated in a decent way. They did not practice of they did not practice to spread colors on each other very openly. But now everyone, be it girls or boys, they get together and play and celebrate like it is the like never before.
All right, let's talk now about international events. Do you think international events help to promote cooperation and collaboration between countries?
Yes, I have also heard about many international events that that m- uh, that gives opportunity to different people to come and interact with different people at the platform, which ma- uh, which which provides collaboration between different communities, and people interact with each other and exchange their cultural beliefs.
All right. Do you think international sporting events are more popular with the older or younger generation?
Can you repeat it? Sorry.
Do you think international sporting events are more popular with the older or younger generation?
They are more popular in younger generation because younger generation is more into the sports event, and they enjoy it. uh, they enjoy it without thinking which team would be winning and which team would be losing. They give they have they give their full attention to it.
Okay. Do you think we will see changes in the future to international events? And if so, what sort of changes might we see?
We would I'm not sure if there would be a great change in the future upcoming events, uh, but maybe the players would be playing it with more zeal and passion, and the audience would be supporting it with their un, with their loud cheerings, and everyone would be indulged in it without comparing the countries and their passion to play.
Okay. Now we are done with three parts of speaking. And tell me, what do you think? How you did?
Worst.
No, it was not worse. It was good, but it
Well,
will be.
it was below average.
No, I wouldn't say that actually. But yes, definitely it can be improved. One thing that I would tell you is reduce the use of the word and. Okay.
Okay.
I noticed that you were using it over and over again, so try to reduce it. One more thing is that we have to be using some phrasal verbs like English native speakers do. Do you know phrasal verbs?
Yes.
And one more thing is you know that we do like we do in writing, we use transitional devices.
Yes.
Can you give some examples that you use in writing?
In addition to, and moreover, furthermore,
Hmm. Hmm. And sometimes when we contrast the things,
in contrast with, or to conclude in a nutshell.
yes, so words and phrases like these. So in speaking, sometimes we use such phrases as well. Sometimes we use words and phrases because speaking as well, we are, connecting the ideas with one another. We are sometimes transitioning from one idea to another idea. We are sometimes giving opposite, opinions. So we do all these things while we are speaking, like we do in writing. This is why sometimes, not sometimes, but as and when required, we should be using such words and phrases. Okay,
Okay.
I will send you some videos or links to the videos that will tell you how you can do it. I
Okay.
mean, I have told you that these things should be, included in your speaking. And I have some videos. I think that will be difficult to send you in email or, on WhatsApp. So I would try to send you their links so that you can watch them on YouTube. And you'll see that they tell you in a very clear and easy way how we can include these things in our speaking to make it better.
Okay.
Okay. And definitely one more thing is that while you were speaking on part two, it seemed like you could not make up an interesting story. It seemed to me like that.
Okay.
Am I right?
No, I didn't make up a story, but I was talking in bits and pieces. So yeah, I have to make sure of making a story and next time.
Yeah, it was not bits and pieces. You were speaking in sentences, but then, like, the sentences seemed to be not so connected with each other, and kind of coherence was somewhere lacking. So we can make it better in a way, like when you were making the notes, the question was in front of you. It said what the event was, where it was, and what was the third part of the question? Do you remember?
Yes. Sorry. It was asking about international sports as well.
Uh, no, for part two we are speaking.
Okay, so it was, did you like it? Where was it and what was it?
Yes, what was the event, where it was, what happened, and why you liked it. So these were the parts
Yes.
of the questions that you were supposed to speak about, and you spoke about all of them. There is no doubt in it. The all that I mean to say is that you had to create a story and be confident when you were speaking. Okay,
Okay.
it seemed like you were kind of confused at times. Whatever you speak, whatever you have to say about it, I told you in the beginning about speaking test that there is nothing wrong in the speaking. Whatever your answer is, either you agree with the statement, with the question, or you disagree, you that everything is all right. The only thing that you have to try to do is convince the examiner that you can speak about anything, about any topic at length, and you can give your opinions, whatever you opinion you have. For example, we talked about, in part one, we talked about having pets or whether or not you like animals. So you said you don't like animals. Okay, that is okay. Means the question does not ask you to like animals. The question asks about uh, your opinion, your idea, what you think. So no matter you say you don't like it, you don't like them, but you have to be, very convincing, and you have to give relevant ideas and reasons and supporting details why you don't like animals, why you don't like to have a pet in the future. So things like that. All right.
Okay.
And I would say for part two, particularly, that you have to make up a story. This story should be, you have to add details in the story. What the event was, like you said, it was Holi, and you said that people, spread colors on each other, and, they enjoy, they are happy faces everywhere, and they do various things, click pictures, etc., etc. So where it was, you told this as well, what happened, but sometimes I felt like you were repeating. All right.
Okay.
So this will definitely get better. You don't have to be worried about it. You don't have to be, be skeptical about anything. This will definitely improve with practice, and as we will do more practice, this will be better. So just keep some things in mind that I told you today about speaking, and definitely in the future, this will improve. Anything that you want to ask about it?
No,